to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. We're here each and every day discussing life. So today I want to talk about this idea of you can't give what you don't have. And so many people say, I need love. I need love. Love me. Love me. And the question has to be asked, are you loving yourself? How much love are you giving yourself? You see, the universe always reflects back to us who we are. It never stops reflecting back to us. And the key thing when we give, when we put something out into the universe, we have to give with no attachment. Zero attachment to any possible way of how it might come back. Because the second we put attachment into how something comes back, we've limited the possibility of what's coming to us. Do you get that? Because the universe, the infinite, knows how to bring things in ways we've not even begun to understand. But we in our human mind think, oh, we know what's best. We know the way. And then we put this way out there and nothing happens. You get that? Nothing happens. And so I ask the question, if it's not working, why keep doing that? It's like I hear so many people in relationships say, this one's bad, that one's bad, this one's bad, that one's bad. This doesn't mean do you know why? It's because who you are. You're putting out that energy, and that energy is what's coming back to you. The energy you put out. Here's the key thing. When you're out in the world, are you putting out an energy that says, I like me? I am authentically me. This is my authentic self. And you know, when you put out that authentic self, people can sense it. People feel safe when someone's being authentic. Are you hearing me? It's people you can sniff out, can't you? You can sniff out someone who's not authentic. You know it right away. There's something in you. You may not be able to admit it, but there's something in you. Ooh, that rubs me the wrong way. That's just energy. That's not a vibrational match with you. And so if that energy coming back you think is not a vibrational match, but it keeps coming to you, then it's reflecting back who you are. And that's a great thing, because that means you know where to start to make a change, to become, to put out the person that you really are and what you want to attract back. You see, my beautiful friends, this is the most important time in our lives right now. There is more contrast going on in the world than I have ever been able to witness. And the world needs people like you and I to be the light, to authentically live, to be without fear, to be authentic, to be kind. And you see, the more we give kindness, the more we give love and acceptance, the more we give whatever we're giving service, if we're giving money, the more we give, and we give without attachment, we're giving from love. See, there is no attachment with love because love can't judge. Do you hear that? Love can't judge. It just accepts, and it gives, and it accepts, and it gives, and it receives, and it gives more, and it receives more, and it gives more, and it receives more. Do you see how that works? So if you give, let's say you give 6% today, you'll get 6% back. But let's say tomorrow, and let's say 6% is all you've got to give. Well, that's all you got. Can't give any more than 6. You only got it. But tomorrow, let's say you got a little bit more, so you give 7. You've increased the universe will increase what's coming back to you in ways that you can't even begin to imagine. But here's the key thing. To get that new stuff, to get that new feeling, that new love, that new experience, you've got to open your heart to the unknown. Are you hearing me? Because all the new stuff, all the good stuff, it's in the known. It's not in the known. The known is already known. Nothing new is coming from the known. Do you get that? Nothing new is coming from the known. Everything new comes from the unknown. And there's infinite that can come to you from the unknown because the unknown's infinite. So why would you limit yourself and say, I only want to do this because I'm comfortable with this. I know this. Well, then your life is just one big boring thing. I'm just going to be honest with you. I get bored with myself all the time. I've got to be doing new things because I understand that my DNA is to expand, to grow, to experience more, to create more, to expand and grow and experience more. When you're expanding and growing and experiencing more, don't you feel good, gang? I'm getting a lot of good mornings from you guys out there. I'm not getting much feedback. I can feed off your feedback if you want me to. Realize that in the last 4 days, not yesterday, but the last 4 days, I was in an advanced follow-up meditation retreat with Dr. Joe, and I had some absolutely incredible experiences. And the only reason I had those experiences, I was in the unknown. I kept putting myself into a greater and greater and greater unknown. I would put myself into a greater unknown by talking with people I've never met before. When I went there, I didn't know a soul. When I left, I knew quite a few people. I had quite a few meaningful conversations. But in order to do that, I had to go like to lunch or to breakfast and that. And I would just sit down with people I'd never met. And I would ask the question, tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what you're experiencing. People want to connect. Do you get that? But they're afraid. But if you're the light, all you can do is you can be the light by asking a question. Not a yes or a no question, but an open question. A question that invites them to open and share what's in your heart. We share too much of this crap. This is just facts. This is the known. The heart is seeking to experience the unknown. And when it does, it just lights up and says, give me more of the unknown, and give me more of the unknown, and give me more of the unknown. That's what happened for me this last week. So much unknown, and my heart is so full, and I'm just going to be giving it as much as I can. Be giving it. McBride says, how were the follow-up sessions different than the initial? Oh my God, it's impossible to describe, McBride. But once you've got the basics, what you do is in a very short period of time, you go so much deeper, so much deeper, so much deeper, so much deeper, and it's being designed to take you deeper. I had an experience where I literally went into another universe, and there were no drugs. It was breath and silence. And I went into another universe in a way that I can't describe. And when I thought I'd hit the peak, I kept going higher and then going higher and higher. And I was so in the unknown. It was incredible. And I can't even describe it. But I can tell you, wow, there's so much for us to experience that we haven't even imagined. What I experienced, I could never have imagined. And it was beyond anything I could have imagined. And Amy, let me just say this. It's not doing Dr. Joe's sessions that's important. It's who you are and how open you are when you do them. And that's true just about of anything you do in life. There were people there that had sessions like I did or maybe even greater. There were people there that didn't have the session, that didn't have the experiences that I did, had much less. It depends on where you are. It depends on how open you are. And are you afraid of the unknown? People's terrified of it. And yet, it's where all the good stuff is. It's where all the new stuff is. Well, I wanted to share a little bit today. We'll continue to have this unfolding. Um, I put in the link description that I'm doing a workshop on Saturday. It's free. It's the power of knowing what love is. If you'd like to join me, I think it's at 10 a.m. The link is there. You can go get more information, and you can also sign up, because you have to sign up in order to get the Zoom link. And love to have you join me, and we'll explore together on Zoom, where we can Q&A on each other. We can have an interaction. So if that interests you, please sign up. Otherwise, step into the unknown, open your heart, and create your best day ever. Until tomorrow, gang, aloha.